What's up, my U.S. history peeps? I just wanted to touch base with you and kind of give you some um, guidance on how to use Launch. I know a lot of you guys might be feeling a little overwhelmed, so I'm going to try and make it a little easier for you. Okay. Um, I'll post this to Google Classroom along with some instructions if you haven't received your Launch invite yet, and hopefully this will streamline everything and make it pretty easy. All right. So the first thing that you guys need to make sure and pay attention to is this little navigation board here at the left. The navigation board there at the left is going to, kind of help you navigate the whole program, and not just my class, but any other classes that you have. First, you have your dashboard, and on your dashboard, you probably will have multiple classes, including mine, okay, that are listed if you are using Launch for more than one class. But if you go to courses, okay, you can see there it is, U.S. History, Foster. So we click on that. And boom, here is my homepage for my course. All right. So this is really kind of the starting point of all the things that you guys are going to be doing and taking a look at on this program. All right. Once again, you have a way to manage through the homepage over here. You have announcements here up at the top. In fact, the first announcement I posted today, because we are up and going. You can click on that announcement and you can see the whole thing. It talks about student resources, which I'm going to get to here in just a second. And it also gives you a very important phone number that at any point you might need to call, which is the Launch Help Desk. Okay. So be sure to go back and read this quick announcement when you get a second, just by clicking on it. All right. Let's go back to the home screen here real quick. All right. So if we go ahead and scroll down, you can kind of see the easiest and the basic way to kind of navigate things here. Where it says start here, that's where I want you to start, which is student resources. And what it's going to do is it's going to send you to this module, which is right down here. So you don't necessarily have to click here, but you can just scroll down here. This is something that I want everybody to take a look at. Why? Because these are the student resources. This is what tells you how to use the program. So take a couple of seconds and and go through these things and look at it. But just to let you know, this is always going to stay here. So you're going to be able to come back to this at any point if you ever get stuck. So use the student resources as a way to, troubleshoot any problems that you might have. All right. So underneath where it says start here, okay, you can see a couple of other tabs. And the tab that we are going to be concerned with is the tab that says American Stage. All right. So if I click on the American Stage, I see a couple things pop up. And these are things that I want you to do. Okay. Also, though, just to let you know, this is where a lot of you are going to start with, which is fine. Okay. You can get to all of those things through the to-do section. Okay. The to-do section will be a list of all the assignments and things that I assign to you that are coming up for each week and each time that you need to get them done. Okay. So you can see that in the to-do section, you have welcome to launch. All right. Which is the announcement that I just had that I want you to read. You've got, okay, post-World War II activity that's worth 5 points. And then you've got the Iron Curtain Falls activity that is worth 5 points. All right. Notice they're both right here too. Okay, so you can get to them either way. You can either get to them by pressing the American Stage and hitting here, or you can get to them from the to-do section here. You can also hit course calendar. And on the course calendar, okay, you will see that both of the to-do things will show up. Now, I'm going to be posting things about, 2 to 3 things each week that you're going to be able to work with. And they're small things. They're not things that are going to take you a massive amount of time. All right. It's just going to keep you in tune with some U.S. history stuff. If you don't get it done by the due date, you should still see it on the course calendar here. All right. So you can go back and do it if you fall a little bit behind. No big deal. All right. Let's go back to our home screen here. All right. So course calendar, to-do list, home screen, student resources, the American stage. Let's click on some of the things that we see here in American stage. The first thing says Unit 5 overview. And what this does is this just kind of tells you about the topics and things that we are going to be taking a look at in this unit, okay? And ignore the Unit 5. This is because essentially this is launches Unit 5. We're technically, all right, it's way past Unit 5, so it's not a really big deal, but the material is the same. So we're basically looking at things post-World War II. And this is what we're going to be doing right here. So you guys can take a look at that, all right? And that's all you really need to do. You don't need to worry about all this other stuff, but just take a look at this and you can kind of see what's coming up. All right, so I want to go back to my home screen here. All right. And I'm going to scroll back down, hit the American stage one more time, or if you want, why don't we just hit this? Let's hit the post-World War II over here on the to-do. So I could hit it here, or I could hit it here. Either way, I'm going to hit it up here this time. And boom, it takes me to this assignment. All right, this assignment says, now I want everybody to pay attention to this because there's a certain way that I want you to submit things that is super easy, okay? It takes all the trouble out of it, all right? It says, read post-World War II to gain the knowledge you will need to complete the assignment. And so what we have here is we have a bunch of slides, okay, that they want you to take a look at, all right? And then after you take, by the way, you can make it bigger and you can read it in Google Slides, all right, if that's easier for you. All right, but scroll through the slides. There's not a lot of them. It won't take you very long, okay, just to read, all right? And then, so if I go ahead and I shut this down here, let's go back to our launch screen. It says apply. It says, based on what you read in the post-World War II notes, apply your knowledge by answering the following question in 2 to 3 well-written sentences. So basically, after looking at those slides, I want you to write me 3 sentences. Okay, what was life like in America after World War II? Well, what'd you learn? What'd you see in those slides? Okay, so now the question is, how do I do this, Mr. Foster? How do I answer this question? Well, if you go all the way up here to where it says submit assignment, there's a button right here. And you hit that button, okay, all of a sudden, boom, all right, a box pops up. You've got your, okay, question, you've got your slides, and here's the box that I want you to submit your 3 sentences in, okay? After you submit your 3 sentences, boom, you hit submit assignment, and your assignment has been submitted, okay? So just understand that it's not really hard to submit work, okay, on this, and it's actually pretty darn easy, okay? If you go back home, all right, I don't care about the changes. All right, we'll go to the next one, the Iron Curtain Falls. I think this is the same thing, some PowerPoint slides, and then a couple of sentences. So I gave you 2 really easy things to do at the beginning of this week because I wanted you guys to be, I didn't want you to be overwhelmed. So same thing with this one. What do I want to do? I want to submit it. I hit submit assignment. All right, boom, my text box pops up, and boom, I can hit submit and make that assignment happen, okay? So I'll go ahead and leave, go back home. All right, so those are the really easy ways to see, okay, how you submitted the assignment. So let's say, okay, Foster, I want to see how I did on those assignments. Well, you can go to grades, all right, and you can see your scores here. So, whenever you submit them and I grade them, all right, you will see your score, blank out of blank, okay? And yeah, it's pretty easy stuff here. Same thing with quizzes. There'll be some quizzes in there that are that you'll be able to take. And a lot of times I'll let you take it more than once so you can see how you did based on the different PowerPoint activities and or readings. There's going to be some readings that I post too, but you'll be able to see your grades now. I know that right now the district has kind of put the lockdown on grade books, so it's kind of hard to see how you've done. So this will help you do that. Okay. If I go back home here real quick. Okay. And I go to modules. All right. It will pop up the things that show up in the home screen, all right, in a different way. So you see all these and you see all the student resources, which is all the stuff that you see in the home screen in the very beginning. It's just in a different way. All right. Google Drive. Now, according to launch, this is supposed to link at some point to your Google Drive. Hopefully, we won't have to use it at all. So I'm not really worried about Google Drive at this point. I am checking into, and we're working with trying to get the Discovery Education working here. Discovery Education is a resource that this program uses in regards to basically just conveying information. Now, the district has access to Discovery Education. The thing that has to happen for all of you, listen here, this is important. In the top right-hand corner, there's a Clever button. Okay. Now you have to be signed into Clever to get access to Discovery Education. So if I hit this Clever button, I think I'm already signed in. So let me sign out here real quick. All right. So if I hit this Clever button, all right, this screen pops up right here and it says log in with your district username. So yes, that's what I want to do. You type in your username and your password, same thing you use for Google, all right, and then you hit log in and boom, Clever pops up, okay? When Clever pops up and I go back to launch, all right, so I'm logged in Clever, all right, and I hit open in new tab, boom, Discovery Education pops up. Now the problem is that Discovery Education actually uses a couple of programs that our district doesn't have access to right now that we're working on. If we get it, then we might use it. If we don't get it, then we'll just go without Discovery Education. It's not really that big of a deal. But if you wanted to get on and just kind of play around if you're bored, you can definitely do this. It's a pretty cool website. All right. So let's go back to our home screen here real quick. All right. So there are multiple ways for you to look at multiple things. All right. You can look at your course calendar here and just see my stuff, or you can look at your calendar here if you have multiple launch classes, and it will show all of your launch classes work that is due here. All right. At some point, I think they're going to connect launch to your email. Okay. As of right now, access is denied because I am in fake student view. So at any time, if you guys need, help, you can hit search. All right. You can search for anything. Okay. And then you can also hit help, okay, the help button here. But the big thing that I need you guys to do, if you're having problems with the actual program itself, okay, you need to go back to going back to my home screen, sorry, back to, this first announcement. And you need to take advantage of this launch help desk, all right? Yeah, you guys will notice, and this is what I've noticed after using Launch for a couple of days, that Launch is very similar to Google Classroom. And, I know we were all very familiar with Google Classroom, but the district wants us to move to this program, so we have to do what they want us to do. So I want you to just make sure and play around with it a little bit, do those really quick, easy things for me, all right? mess with the student resources, try to get your hands dirty a little bit and kind of look at things. It tells you how to do all this stuff here: submitting a quiz, submitting a discussion, submitting an assignment. Okay, like I said, most of the assignments, if they're text based, I'm going to have you do them on launch. I don't really want you to use Google, so it'll be a little bit easier that way. All right, guys. If you have any questions, you can leave me questions in the comment section um, to this post on Google Classroom, and we'll kind of go from there. Thanks again. Guys, be safe, stay healthy.